Well, we are here to discuss our data-driven intelligence in our global expansions for Airbnb cross-city analysis. Yeah, we use on AWS to give us powerful ways to compare market dynamic across four key global hubs. And we analyze this using over 170 listing and about 6.8 million reviews. And this provides a comprehensive view of pricing, host quality, and guest sentiments. Ultimately, it empowers us to actionable insight to optimize pricing strategies, improve host performance, and enhance guest experience. Our use of SCD Type 2 modeling ensure our decisions are based on historical trend, not just static snapshot. This robust approach set the stage for understanding our market landscape. We are now talking on the global market landscape that the summary is to be Tokyo leads in volume. From our data foundations, we look at the global market landscape, and we can see that Tokyo clearly dominates our portfolio with the highest number of listings. And you can see that home and apartment are preferred choice across all markets. However, Tokyo stands out with significant diversity in hotel and private room offerings. Shinjuku in Tokyo and Watana in Bangkok are our high-density listing area that represent prime target for strategic investment. And the market is a mix of individual hosts and professional managers, with Tokyo showing highest concentrations of listing per neighborhood. And now let's talk about the market dynamic influence on pricing strategies. It is the pricing strategy and revenue optimizations that the global average nightly is around 127, but there are significant variations. Singapore and Tokyo command higher premium than Bangkok and Lisbon. We have identified a global average weekend premium of $12.96. This highlights a clear opportunities for dynamic pricing adjustment. And especially for short stay traveler with a global occupancy rate of 60.62%. And there's a room for growth to target market during our peak periods that price tend to fluctuate monthly and peak during the tourist seasons. And it's very emphasize the need for the local revenue management. And then we will now talk about the hotel host excellence model. Well, now we have the host excellence and impact on our guest satisfactions. And Superhost consistency maintain higher rating that average near 4.8 from 5, directly correlates with guest trust and booking frequency. Tokyo lead in superhost ratio reflect a major market with high hospitality standards, and we see an impressive average host response of 98.22% across all cities, Tokyo, Lisbon, Bangkok, and Singapore. And this indicates a high engaged host community, which is critical for guest retentions. Despite market difference, the average rating that is 4.69, but it's the baseline quality for our four country and four city portfolio. And now we will move on to the dashboard. Yes, before that we visualize cross city inside using three quick side dashboard which carry our optimal S3 Go tables via Mason Athena. First is our market overview. It is covering KPI, neighborhood, and ratings that can be filtered city, room type, and superhost to see the market overview. And next, we'll talk about the pricing and availabilities that highlight the price trend and available heat maps to help us identify where to charge more. And the last dashboard is the host quality and sentiment, which includes sentiment sorts and top host metrics that we going beyond star rating to detect whether sentiment is really actually met the score given. Then We will do the guest sentiment analysis to understand the voice of the traveler. Yes, from the host excellence and guest sentiments, we develop a three strategic recommendations to write votes. First, we can implement dynamic pricing tool, for example, like in plane ticket, to capitalize and on the 12.96 weekend premium that we identify and to maximize host revenue. Second, we need to invest in host development programs that especially in Bangkok and Singapore to convert regular hosts into super hosts. This will elevate our overall portfolio rating and improve guest sentiments. Finally, we will diversify our inventory and by encouraging more entire room listing in Tokyo and Singapore to meet high demand and use neighborhood level data for hyper localized market. And this action will directly impact our market positions. And the last one, the future of our Airbnb cost city analysis. And I believe that we have successfully built a scalable end-to-end data warehouse pipeline on AWS, delivering real-time business intelligence. And this project, we believe that is a significant success, providing us with unprecedented insight into our global market. Our future roadmap include expanding into a new European or another Asian market, integrating real-time event data, and developing advanced predict modeling for occupancy. And this data-driven approach ensures our Airbnb remain a platform of choice for both savvy hosts and the discerning traveler in an increasingly competitive global market. Thank you.